How's it going, guys? Panther Films here, and today we're going to be reacting to Season 1, Episode 2 of The Walking Dead Will Be On. This episode is titled The Blaze of Gory. Now, I'm not sure if that means the episode's going to be gory or not, or... I assume so. Last episode, we got introduced to a bunch of new characters. Also a new colony. I can't remember what the colony was called. And it's not like it matters anyway, because at the end of the episode, CRM, Elizabeth, decided to kill them all. And I still stand by my thing of Elizabeth being good. Because if she wanted to kill... If the plan was to kill everyone, why would she say good that some people got away? It doesn't make sense. It's like she give her that, she give Iris and Hope that, what was it, like, the piece of paper with the, like, symbols and, like, the New York State stuff on there. She give them that so that they'd hopefully get out of there in time. You know, because you wouldn't say good if some people got away if your plan was to kill everyone, right? So I don't think Elizabeth is bad. I think the CRM are bad, which I now know is called Civic Republic Military. They said it in the episode. I just missed the military part for some reason. Whatever. I think I spoke over it. We also learned the... Is it... Elton and Silas, right? Elton's mother was the woman that Hope killed in the flashback. But the funny thing is, she didn't shoot her in the head. Maybe on their travels they will encounter an undead version of her. We shall see. Felix and Huck went after them. And... yeah, so Iris, Elton, Silas, and Hope have all gone to go find the father who is in New York State. And Felix and Huck went with them, and just in time before the colony was destroyed by the CRM. Now, whether or not this means the CRM are going to go hunting them, we shall see. But yeah, not much to really talk about. I saw a lot of people didn't really like the episode. I mean, the episode was alright. It wasn't amazing, but it was, you know, it was decent. It was just a slow... most of the episode was stuff we already knew from the trailer. That's why it was kind of boring, I think. We knew most of that stuff from the trailer. But yeah. See, that's the problem with trailers nowadays. They reveal too much. Anyway. Let's get right into it. What is this? We get like a flashback. Ashes. Fire. Flames.
Straight for the brain.
How do you fill that out?
A direct stab.
Oh! Finally we get to acknowledge this. After how many seasons of Walking Dead where they do this with them? Finally know how to combat them. Oh. This is where she's sick, right? Oh. That's just nasty, dude. Oh. She was just sick on it and left it there. It's fucked up. Ah, I see how they did that. It's cheeky. They went like through the words. It's a little bit cheeky there.
They'll be glad they still have a home to go back to.
Flashback.
Hey Dad, finally got my check for all the overtime.
You faggot.
Oh.
Get out of my house.
What? And don't come back.
And don't come back.
How the fuck did I guess that script? So tell you the dad dies then. This is probably the day of everything going to shit. CRM logo there on that can.
Say we have about 15 years till we're gone.
I don't know if that makes sense because you could still take out a shit ton of walkers and you could still live to like 80 or whatever. Why not just go around it?
Yeah, we don't
Go-
know that.
Go around it.
Why risk it? Let's just go around.
We go around, the river cuts us off, we go 60 miles out of the way.
That's such a bad idea. like, you're not gonna be able to see shit with all that smoke, and like, what do you have to like cover yourself up? Like, you're gonna inhale all that smoke. I take it. Yeah, the bomb in the sea. Or is this the?
You hear that?
That's bees. Oh! God damn it. I've got to be dealing with this for a while. They're gonna...
Might be on terra firma, and we can be on Sumus Locus.
The treehouse. That's gonna come crashing through. Don't throw it about us. It's gonna break the wood. He's gonna throw it at her. Fucking...
Big.
Come on, Sa-
Is Felix and that gonna find them? Hey, he's here. Watch you completely miss him. Oh, but why'd you censor it? I swear to God, if she leaves that on and it burns the tree house. What's that about? What's this about? What are these little pixels? Are they meant to be like fireflies or something? My God, Last of Us. Because that wasn't on her mother, right? That was on... She's going to throw a baby at it? Huh. That could burn. That's not a very smart idea, is it? Because, I mean, that could burn... How the fuck did you put that up? Is she going to get saved by Felix or something? She's doing the Carl situation where she's going to fall. She's going to fall. She's going to fall. Yeah. Don't get cocky. Blah! Oh, I thought another one was going to come out or something. Why did she even pull out the staff thing? Or she let it away into a fucking pool and almost died because of it. Because she didn't use the actual staff, but she decided to dodge out the way. This is neighborhood or something? Or maybe Hope doesn't want to do this. And she's, well, I mean, we know she's leaving a trail. Show me. How many are they? 52? 5,000? There's probably not more than that. That's alright, that's not many of them. You could get away from that. Vic and that did it. The more experienced people did it, but...
Quite big.
It's not the biggest, though. I've seen bigger.
I think we can do this.
That's what she said.
If we leave at dawn, shadows will be...
I didn't see a river on that map. I mean, I think there was a small one, but come on, like, you can't... There's surely a bridge across it. So they haven't stopped all night, but the kids did, but they still haven't caught up to them? That math doesn't make sense. Why do they call it the night the sky fell? It was a fucking plane. Found them dead. Or the father killed the mother or some shit. But what did he see when he got back? Like the house destroyed or something? Or the dad killed the mother or whatever. We didn't even see the mum. I could see people getting bored about this. Like, it's just them walking and then resting the night and then walking. Is Felix going to go on his own? Or is he going to go to his house?
It's not like a life.
Well, you weren't, because you woke up instantly. You can get through them, that's not a lot. I swear to God, if they have to figure out that they need to gut them, and we have that in another show, Jesus. Can't see because of smoke. Yeah. You know it's in that direction though. See, the walkers have an advantage though. If they see you, they're just going to follow you non-stop. Gotta do the back-to-back thing. Fight them off one by one. Wait. I thought one of them didn't make it then. I was like, what?
It's okay. We did it. We made it.
Blech. Nope.
What the hell?
Are they not fully out of it yet?
You can do it.
But they're so far behind. And
Keep up.
is this his dad or something? I mean, I kind of guessed he went to his parents' house. Somewhat more must have happened, right? Because the fact that he knew they're still there, you know? Like, he knew they were still there. So they must have died while, he was there. Oh. That was a pretty good shot. Beginning of the episode was showing them go through the thingy, the smoke, because it showed Hope, like, in the same outfit. There was ash around her, there was fire burning. It's a very simple, like, episode, isn't it? It's just, they walk, they vest, they walk, they vest, and they walk. I mean, there's more to it than that, dialogue-wise, but, like, there's not a lot of eventful things happening. I mean, we're getting some backstory here for some characters, but... Wait, she going through it on her own? It'd be some shit if she died, you know. Because that's like, no one's safe. It made you think this was the main character. Even though I don't think they'd do that, because if they killed her off, that storyline would... That was the end of the episode? Nah. That's a joke, right? Come on. I prefer episode 1, honestly. But it just didn't feel like a lot happened there. We got some backstory and learned a little bit more about Felix, but like it just felt like a very simple episode. Like last episode where it was just, like it pretty much telling the trailer again. This episode just felt like we've already seen it before in the main show. With them going to Terminus. Like, they travel to Terminus, they stop, they rest, they talk, and then they keep on going, and then shit happens. But this felt like uneventful. All they did was head towards the Blaze, and that was it. They didn't attack a walker. We had some cool walkers. That was alright. But at the end of the day, there was no... It didn't really feel like it progressed the storyline. It's just them walking. There was no CRM stuff after that cliffhanger. It was just them walking to a place and they didn't even fully get through that place. It just didn't feel like a lot was happening there. I mean, dialogue-wise, there was some interesting stuff, but it's like progressing the story, not a lot. It shows that Felix had parent issues, but does that progress the story? Not really. I mean, it's telling the backstory. Doesn't really. It's cool to know. It's information about his character and a little bit of backstory there, but it doesn't progress the storyline that much. I don't know what to really think of that episode, honestly. Like, I was expecting a little bit more. I mean, we're in the second episode. It's a 2-season storyline, right? I assume, or 1 season. And we've still got another 8 episodes. But I'm more interested with the CRM stuff than I am the kids going to find the father. Because if that's the whole season of them just walking to a place... Because it just felt like the episode... It made no sense. Like, time-wise, it made no sense. If Felix and Hawk didn't rest for 48 hours, right? That's what they said. It's been 48 hours. Right? I don't think Hawk rested. I don't think they stayed in like, a place for a day. So they kept on walking while the kids rested. They could have easily caught up. I mean, we don't know how far ahead they were when they left. Like, it could have been a couple of hours they left before, but they could still catch up. If they didn't rest through the night, they would have catched up. But the fact that they didn't even catch... Is this going to be the whole season of them trying to catch up to the kids? Maybe next episode. If I'm thinking about it, next episode seems like they would make it to them. Like the alarm would go off, Hook and Felix would learn that's where someone is. Someone's about to die, and then Hook or Felix saves someone at the last second. That's the type of thing I could see happening. But so far, I mean, like I said, I'm more interested to be at the CRM stuff than I am like the kids themselves, because it's just them going to find a father in New York State. But do you know why that's interesting? It's because that father could be in the same place Vic is. You know? That's what I'm more interested about. I want to know where Vic is. I don't give a shit about like the kids of that. I mean, I'm interested in the kids and like the characters, but at the end of the day, it's like the more compelling storyline is the CRM stuff. Like, that's a new mythology. We've already seen this in the main show. We've seen it in Fear. Them going to a location for the whole season. We've seen this before. So why do we have to see it again? But it is what it is. Some people might not agree on it. I mean, the show's okay so far. It's not amazing. Like, the first episode was alright, but like, at the end of the day, when you really rewatch the first episode, it's a bit until the last like 5 to 10 minutes of the episode, because you know, it feels like that kind of progresses the story in some kind of way. This episode didn't progress the story. Like, it didn't. It was more backstory. They were going backwards instead of forwards with the story. You know, they were just telling like what, you know, this could happen, that could happen, and then they show backstories, but they never forward the story. Like, they start the episode exactly where it fucking ends. And shit like that's annoying. Like, imagine Walking Dead did that with season 6, episode 15, where like it starts the episode with like, you know, Carol on the road and that blood dripping on the road and stuff. You remember that episode? It's called just before Negan arrives and Carol gets attacked on the road. Like, imagine they started the episode like that and they ended the episode exactly the same place. It'd be like that, but they didn't. Like, in the main show, it was like 15 minutes into the episode they showed what happened. So yeah, it's kind of annoying and irritating that it's a bit slow-paced, but like I said, we're only 2 episodes in. It's more learning. See, this is the thing with a new show. You've got to learn the characters more. And that's going to be a lot of backstory telling. And we've got 2 seasons, so it's not too bad. But I'm more curious if it's going to be 2 seasons getting to the father, or 1 season. Because if they're going to spend 2 seasons getting to the father, it's like, well, what the fuck is the point? Because unless there's going to be some massive plot twist halfway through this season, it's going to be like, whoa! I doubt it, though. I mean, there's probably going to be a bit of friction there with Elton and Hope. But, yeah, again, I didn't really speak much through the reaction, and that's mainly down to listening to the dialogue. Yet again, it was another dialogue-heavy episode. And that's usually the case with new shows. And they've also talked about another crossover and stuff. I'm interested to see where Fear goes this season. I think Fear might actually be pretty decent this season, hopefully. World Beyond's just getting started, and it doesn't feel like there's a direction, there's a story direction they want to go get to the father. But how long's that going to be? It's going to be season 2's finale when they fucking get to him? Like, dude, I assume it'd be season 1. There's no way you'd set up a storyline for the first episode and then not get there by the end of the first season. Because the second season could explore what CRM's about. While the first season's like they're more of a lied in mystery still. Like, if that's it for the CRM, I'm going to be a little bit disappointed, honestly. Like, from last episode, if that's it for the CRM until the finale or something, maybe episode 5, because it is a 10-episode season. Like, episode 5 will be like the mid-season point, so obviously it's not going on a mid-season break, but it would be the mid-season point. So I guess Fear the Walking Dead is next, which should be interesting. Overall episode, I'd probably give it like a 6 or a 7, maybe, or a low 7. Like, I don't usually do ratings, but I'll do a 6 or a 7. Yeah, it's alright. It wasn't amazing. It was a bit lackluster. I'm not saying it has to be action-packed. I want the dialogue to be engaging. I want the dialogue to be, you know, I want to be more interested in the characters, but I want them to do cool things, you know? Like, with the first season of Walking Dead, fucking Rick did a cool thing straight off the bat. You know, he rode a horse into a city, and that's like the most iconic shot of The Walking Dead. And that, you know, we haven't got anything like that. We had a cool shot near the end of the episode where they were stood like and the fire was like going around them. That was a good shot. But it just doesn't. It just the story's not going anywhere. Like we're learning more about the characters, but it's not advancing the story. You know, it's not advancing the plot or the storyline. It's just kind of it's backwards storytelling. They're telling the backstories and like some of these characters stuff and like developing the characters, but it's not advancing the story. That's the problem. You've got to develop the characters, but also advance the story a bit. You know, you can't just do one, because then people will get annoyed with it. You have to advance the story and character development. It's like season 10 with Sadiq. They advanced his story with the PTSD storyline and him figuring out, oh shit, this is who it was. And then we all know what happened to him. And that advanced the story. His demise advanced the story there. Because we as an audience learn that, oh shit, this person is this. But with this, did it really do much for the story? I mean, yeah, we learned that, okay, Felix had parental issues, but did that have any like major lasting effects? Not really. Did it advance the plot? No, it didn't really advance his story either, because he couldn't have the courage to kill them and put them down. Or maybe he did, and they just cut it out for some reason. I don't think they did, and it also seems like they're censoring it. Like that bowling ball on the walker's head, that would have been sick to see, but they censored it. Like what? Like, we need more gore, dude. You can't call it the Blaze of Gory and then not have gore in it. I know that's not what it means, though. Like, you can do flashbacks, but you can advance the story too. It's not hard, you know. Do more with it. Like, you can tell backstories. I mean, that advances that character's story, but does it advance the plot itself? You know. The overall plot of this show is young kids getting to their father. That's the plot. But if the whole season's going to be just this of them walking somewhere, fighting walkers off, it's going to get boring very quick. No matter if I'd rather the CRM just hunt them. That would be more interesting. But I don't know. Yeah, 6, 7 out of 10. I mean, it's all right. I just expected a little bit more from it. You know, maybe that's my fault. Maybe I just overhyped it. I didn't really though. I will see you guys in, I guess, for Fear the Walking Dead. When's Mandalorian's time? Mandalorian's the 30th, right? Jesus. Then the PS5 is coming out. Oh, it's gonna be interesting. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Ta-ta and farewell. Slow episode, but oh well.